ready to believe.
It's a rough poop. He's taking a rough poop.
Good look at the real Harvey Dent. Huh? And all the heroic things he's done.
Are you gonna accept my invitation or what, bro? You gonna invite me or what? Because we're live right now, dog.
Battle for Dr. Saul. In a fist fight with you. You need grenades in the hole. Find Harvey. What did you do? I took Gotham's white knight, and I brought him down to our level. It wasn't hard.
Batman.
Like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
I'll be back, but I'm coming as all. What, did you, you're about to go live right now?
I am live right now.
Don't be stupid, bro.
Why they brought her, Gordon? How do your men handed her over? This is what she's done. You know I was here. You're trying to save her. But you didn't. Yes, you could have. If you had listened to me. If you stood up against corruption. Instead of doing your deal with the devil. I was trying to fight them off! You wouldn't dare try to justify yourself if you knew what I'd lost. Have you ever had to talk to the person you love most? Tell them it's going to be alright when you know it's not? Well, you're about to know what that feels like, Gordon. Then you can look me in the eye and tell me you're sorry. You're not going to hurt my family. No. Just the person you love most.
Oh, he took my Bane, bro. Now I'm gonna panic. He took my Bane, bro. What do I do?
I thought that was you that picked you.
Nah, bro.
Damn it, will you stop pointing that gun at my family?
Oh, well.
Harvey! I'm sorry! For everything! Please don't hurt my son. You cops. Well, they know this is a situation.
You going top?
So
So say dog is based off your zodiac sign, and it's a funky blue character with a jacket.
The boy, Harvey. It's not about what I want. It's about what's fair! You thought we were indecent men in an indecent time.
Babe, guess what yours is?
Bulldog.
A Shar-Pei.
Oh, you have one.
I know, that's what.
What's the cancer?
Unbiased. Unprejudiced. Fair. His son's got the same chance she has. 50-50. We have to reach one chance. We have to
A Greyhound?
That was a cool dog.
Then why was it me who was the only one who lost everything?
Where you going? Jawhead up top for sure. Let's go.
What? The Joker chose me because you were the best of us. He wanted to prove
You were there, no,
that even someone as good as you could fall. And he was right. You're the one pointing the gun, Harvey.
I can't get the shit out of my neck.
But the people responsible.
Goddamn.
I ate a spicy jalapeno and it burned my esophagus. That Mexican food was really spicy today.
Ow.
Alberto really put it on. He Alberto my throat. Oh shit. Muy caliente, Alberto. Super pinging, bro. He's right here. I'm lagging too much. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, biscuits. Ow, 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 ow. I can't run. I saved you. Slowed you down. Word. Yeah, he's got backup up here now. Lance of Lot. Oh, he's right here.
Thank you. Yes, I do. The Joker one.
Yellow dot, bro.
Cool.
Harvey's prosecution, everything you fought
Trying.
for.
I'm lagging.
I'm not. Whatever chance you get of fixing our city dies with Harvey's reputation. We bet it all on him.
Oh, wow. It's hella late. Sorry, my abilities are hitting hella late.
I must never know what he did. 5 dead. 2 of them cops. You can't speak that off.
Says if you can only keep 2, what should it be? Pizza, alcohol, coffee, or movie, superhero film, Star Wars, video game, metal, or cat. Mine's a toss-up between alcohol and coffee, but definitely pizza.
See yourself become an hour. I get to lose it. Because I'm not a hero. I'm like that. I killed those people. That's what I can be. No, you can't. You're not. Or whatever God needs me to be. Roland. A hero. Not the hero we deserve, but the hero we need. Nothing less than life. Try. I'll hunt you. You'll hunt me.
Batman. Wee. Just a little bit right there. Ooh, you're cutting close, bro.
Our tears and laughter weave together in a song. But what kind of future will it lead to?
Yesterday I was standing still.
I'll keep that memory in my heart and start walking. And the sound of my footsteps will continue into tomorrow.
Oh, I knew he was gonna be there.
There's a run with the music. That's how we move forward, bro. Just keep throwing that out there. I took your rabbit forward, you said. You're gonna change it, Bill?
Where's the milk? What? Good question.
Good question. Cause I ain't moving, nigga. That's hella funny.
Hecka. Fuck you. I pity you.
I pity. Ow.
I'm sorry.
You're a fool.
You are stupid.
Wow, I sound stupid, but if you think that, don't.
I need to document.
Holy biscuits.
Please, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, the Commission call Michael Dowd. Please remain standing, Mr. Dowd. Raise your right hand. Mr. Chairman, please administer the oath.
Mr. Dowd, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the course of your
bunnied his
testimony
ass.
during this proceeding?
Guy.
So help you God. Thank you, sir. Would you please be seated?
Nope, that was the. He's dead, but Leslie got the kill.
Mr. Dowd, I'd like you to please keep your voice up and speak into the microphone so that everyone can hear you.
What is this?
Were you once a police officer of the New York City Police Department?
Yes, I was.
You didn't take baths?
How long were you a police officer?
10 years and 5 months.
Mr. Dowd, during those 10 years as a police officer, did you use your authority to commit crimes and acts of corruption in violation of your sworn duty to uphold law?
Yes, I did.
While you were in uniform and on duty, did you commit theft?
Yes.
Did you commit extortion?
Yes.
Did you engage in narcotics trafficking?
Yes.
Did you protect drug operations?
Yes.
Did you engage in personal drug use?
Yes.
How many crimes and acts of corruption
Oh
do you
my
estimate
God,
you committed as a New York City police officer?
Hundreds.
I've died 8 times on this shit.
New York is in the grips of the crime wave.
Crack is now sweeping New York.
Justice Department officials now say there is a direct link between crime and cocaine. Evidence of heavy money and heavy violent drug traffic is all around.
It was like the heyday of crack. Every city was having trouble with violence. New York City at the time was having 3,500 murders a year, and East New York was the worst part of that. It was a war zone.
They were empty buildings. They were just living in them and running electric from the street pole to the houses. It looked like Beirut.
East New York at the time was very, very poor, so you had all of the socioeconomic contributors to crime, all of that converging, and it was a hotbed for crime in New York City.
East New York, Brooklyn, 7-5 precinct, back in the late 80s, was the deadliest precinct in the country.
They're just running around everywhere. All they're doing is farming and killing people right now. That's why there's no farming shit on our side.
7-5 precinct runs north to south from Jamaica Avenue.
He should have let me be Bane, bro. I would have been carrying this, bro. I hella would have carried.
We let the city in.
We would have been better.
There was a captain take a photo and say, "Give this to your wife." So she
Should be hella strong right now. We shouldn't be even running.
It was the highest murder rate in the country in a little 5 square mile precinct. You had the fucking gangbangers and the drug dealers. You could be sitting in a radio car in one corner and hear shots going off 100 yards away behind you. Who the fuck did I burn to get put here? It was scare Clint Eastwood. The radio doesn't stop. It's one call after another, after another, after another. You got a backlog of 200 jobs to answer. Well, we're ready. So you handle one job. Now you're down to 199. No. The calls are still coming in. Accident, dispute, fire,
Homicides, robberies, rapes.
you name it. It just doesn't stop.
People on crack, the gun.
Drug dealers,
The gun. Young kids, the gun. Biden, man. Biden. Welcome to East New York.
welcome to the land of fuck.
My name's Ken Urell. Grew up in Roselle, Queens. Irish Catholic. Catholic school for 12 years. My mother worked in Manhattan as a bookkeeper, and my father was a construction worker. It wasn't a dream to become a cop. I became a cop because I really had no direction in life. I could have just as easily been a fireman. But the test that came out first was the police officer test. So that's the test I took, and I did well, and I was called right away. I was called before I was 20 years old. We got a gun and shield, and I get assigned to the 7-5 precinct, East New York.
Before beginning your testimony about your career as a police officer, Mr. Dowd, I'd like to ask you a bit about your background. How old are you?
32.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been married?
8 years.
Do you have children?
I have 2 sons.
Are you from the New York area?
Yes.
What county are you from?
Suffolk County.
Will your family be listening to your testimony here today?
Yes.
When did you enter the police academy?
January 26, 1982.
Did you receive integrity training at the academy?
Some, yes.
What do you mean by some?
We had visits from internal affairs officers.
The life in the academy is sort of like going to a parochial school, if you look back at it. It was a building time, a time to build a camaraderie. With the guy next to you, the guy, whatever side of you started to form a bond as a unit.
Did you personally treat it seriously, the integrity training?
No.
Based on your conversations with the other recruits, did they treat it seriously?
No, that's how we all formulate our own opinions from that.
Based on what you could see, did the instructors treat it seriously?
Not at all.
Having internal affairs, giving a lesson in class. And after the individual left, our academy instructor looked at us and said, now, you can go that way or you can go this way. If you want to be a successful cop, you don't go that way. And this is the academy. I didn't step on the street yet, and I'm being told, slide in this direction with whatever you got to do. Cover your ass. That was the biggest thing. You cover your ass so that you don't have to deal with internal affairs.
Mr. Dowd, in your experiences in your first year, did you come to learn what it meant for a police officer to be quote-unquote good?
Yes.
Could you tell the commissioners and the public what it means to be good in police jargon as you know it?
Well, being good is a cop that would never give up
I'll
on
have to go there. I'll have to be at work in 5 days.
If he witnesses something go down, he's 100% behind anything a cop does, no matter what it is. If you got to form a bond at that early stage, if you said blue, I said blue. You said green, it was green. I don't know. Johnny said it's green. I saw green. You didn't. You always took the side of the cop that was with you because he was the only one that was going to back you up when you needed help.
Hella interesting, huh? She's passed out. Push the button, bro. Answer, dog.
Disillusioned by Edison's rejection, after 6 months, Tesla abruptly.
Do I know about Tesla? No.
Not a lot. Nikolai. You need a drink of that, dog. Please. My throat hella sucks.
You dying, bro?
You gonna pick your character or what?
Probably not. Are you? I'm gonna try the panda.
You're a Kai?
Yeah, bro.
We're live, bro. Wow.
Support from viewers like you makes this program possible. Please give to your PBS station.
Can they hear you?
Yep.
No, they can't. Bro.
Mhm.
All your fans get such fat balls. They can't hear you. For real?
Mhm.
I'm playing, guys. I'm sorry. That was funny. Like Kevin Hart. Fuck your fans.
Tubes held in the hand of Mr. Tesla, a reporter wrote, appeared like a luminous sword.
I'll back up some RT. Back up a little magic juice, bro.
Alright.
Nikola Tesla was already famous. The scientist whose experiments with electricity were destined to transform daily life in the 20th century.
We live in an electrical world. We take it all for granted. We have light bulbs, we run our refrigerators, our air conditioners, our electrical motors. All of that is all directly back to Tesla.
Wow, got the worst connection ever.
He pointed the way toward robots, radio, remote control, the wireless transmission of messages and pictures. He dreamed of harnessing the wind and the sun to make free energy available for everyone. When you think about it, electricity...
Yup, fucking lag just killed the fuck out of me right now. Oh look, it went down. I lied. I'm at 286, 285.
At the turn of the 20th century, Tesla was acclaimed. Millions of Americans knew his name. But only decades later, he was forgotten by all but a few. He doesn't have a disciplined imagination. He has a fertile imagination. And so, he's kind of crazy. Oh, he's a genius.
No doubt about it. So he's an idiosyncratic people. His luxuriant imagination is the source of his genius and the cause of his downfall. On June 6, 1884, 28-year-old Nikola Tesla arrived in New York City, one of the millions of immigrants who had begun to transform the fabric of American society during the final decades of the 19th century.
I'm trying. Fucking hell of legs. Dude, fucking, what the fuck is happening?
He spoke with a heavy Serbian accent and weighed little more than 140 pounds.
He's very tall, gangly, handsome. Looks like a vampire a little bit.
What I saw was rough, not attractive, Tesla. Is this America? I asked myself in painful surprise.
Everything about him is fastidious and courtly. He's very elegant looking. He's got these amazing blue eyes that people notice.
Tesla had only 4 cents in his pocket, along with some of his favorite poems. But he carried with him a recommendation to the man he admired more than any other. 35-year-old Thomas Edison was already a celebrated inventor, an American folk hero. The incandescent light bulb he had patented 5 years before had captured the imagination of people all over the world.
Light was always associated with flame, and Edison, by inventing a light bulb, was going to shift the country away from natural gas and gas lighting to a world in which there would be electricity in every household. And this was very astonishing to people. It was a miracle.
Electricity was very mysterious at the time. My grandmother, born in 1900 maybe, insisted that we always have those child-proof things in the plugs because she thought the electricity was dripping out and would collect on the floor and you'd step in it.
Tesla meandered down the lanes of lower Manhattan, heading toward Edison's office. With a revolutionary idea he was certain the celebrated inventor would be grateful for. Beneath the ground ran 80,000 feet of copper conductors, the world's first electric grid. Thomas Edison's creation, lighting homes and powering factories on the lower tip of Manhattan. But Edison's system generated direct current, DC, and DC had severe limitations.
Direct current couldn't go very far. You would have had to have a generating station every mile. It was a very limited form of power. So this was a real problem. And Tesla had the solution, a brilliant solution.
With direct current, a generator produces electricity, a stream of electrons that flows along a wire to a light bulb or a motor, and then returns to the generator in one long continuous loop. But as the electrons travel, energy is lost to the resistance of the wire. Like a long river, whose energy is spent the farther the current travels. The alternative to DC is AC, alternating current. With alternating current, the electrons don't flow in a single direction. Instead, they vibrate back and forth, like an ocean tide, surging with power that could send electricity long distances. But no one had designed a motor that could run efficiently on AC. Even Thomas Edison himself was baffled. But in a waking vision, Nikola Tesla had imagined an AC motor when he was 26, 2 years before he met Edison, as if he had been waiting for that astonishing revelation since he was a small boy in Croatia. He was born in the tiny Croatian village of Smiljan in 1856. As family stories have it, on the stroke of midnight, while a thunderstorm raged around him. He'll be a child of the storm, the midwife said. His mother responded, no, of light. His father was a Greek Orthodox priest who wanted his son to follow in his footsteps. But he took after his mother, who invented a variety of ingenious devices for farming and housekeeping, and encouraged the boy's precocious gifts.
Fuck.
Tesla takes this lifelong obsession with electricity back when he was 3 years old, and he is petting the family cat, Matak, and he begins to create sort of this sheet of sparks, and it makes this crackling noise like thunder, and he says to his father, what is that? And his father said, well, it's electricity, such as you get during thunderstorms, and stop that because you're, electrifying the cat.
For the rest of his life, Tesla would be awestruck by the wonders of electricity. As a child, he spent hours playing beside a tumbling stream that ran beside his home. His very first invention,
spinning in there?
a hook designed to catch frogs, made him the envy of his friends. Before he was 6, he had invented a motor consisting of a rotating spindle powered by June bugs. I wanted to harness the energies of nature to the service of man, he wrote later.
You could see the seeds of a number of his inventions when he was a child, but he sometimes has difficulty separating reality from his own imagination.
Sometimes, he wrote, I was quite unable to distinguish whether what I saw was tangible or not. From an early age, he was afflicted by spontaneous, inexplicable visions that confused his picture of reality, yet empowered his preternatural gifts for invention. When he was 12, in an extraordinary feat of mind control, he banished the images that haunted him by willing himself to live in the visual world of his own invention.
He could travel in his own vision, travel to foreign countries, understand foreign languages, and having control over these visions spurred on his creative energy in later life.
By the time Tesla was 17, he had honed a keen visual facility. When I get an idea, he wrote, I do not rush into actual work. I start once building it up in my imagination. I change the construction, make improvements, and operate the device in my mind.
Early in his life, he developed this really magnificent way of visualizing physical things. By the time it came for him to build them, they came almost fully formed.
When he was 21, Tesla won a scholarship to a Polytechnic Institute in Graz, Austria. He studied with a fierce determination, sometimes 20 hours a day.
Tesla couldn't stop learning. He couldn't stop reading. He memorized all of Faust. His memory was photographic and unassailable. He would see something once, he would hear something once, and it never left him.
He was obsessive, so once he started to read Voltaire, he had to read every single thing that Voltaire ever wrote.
As Tesla immersed himself in the study of mathematics and science, the mysteries of electricity were waiting to be unraveled. When a professor told his class that it was impossible to construct a motor that could run on alternating current, Tesla objected.
Dude, my fucking
Mr.
spinning
Tesla may accomplish great things, the professor told
fucking
him.
lagging stupid
But he
hard,
certainly
dude.
never will do this.
You doing hella damage or what?
Fuck yeah. He's pushing it with the professor. He's saying, I see, and this is visionary. He's saying, I can do this.
At first, he didn't see the solution, but he saw the problem. DC motors waste energy.
The metal surfaces moving over each other, and they kind of do this, and there's sparks. It's breaks, it wears out. It's a clunky, inelegant way to do it. He's thinking that really wants to be AC. I mean, it always kills himself trying to make it work.
Day and night, year after year, I worked incessantly, he wrote later. I could visualize motors and generators. The images I saw were to me perfectly real and tangible.
That's not strong as a dog.
Solving the problem of alternating current was a matter of life and death. I knew that I would perish if I failed. Obsessed, he stopped studying, lost his scholarship, dropped out of school, and drifted. He was falling into a hallucinatory, mind-shattered space, and suffered, in his own words, a complete nervous breakdown. For 4 years, Tesla's imagination tormented him, and then it saved him. In 1882, walking in a Budapest park as the sun was setting, the solution, he wrote, came like a flash of lightning. I cannot describe my emotions. 1,000 secrets of nature I would have given for that one which I had wrested from her at all odds and at the peril of my existence.
I think he sees some kind of intrinsic beauty to an AC motor. I think that's where you really see this famous Tesla insight and intuition.
Tesla's genius was to take a DC motor and reimagine it. He eliminated where metal represents metal, replaced the inner cylinder with one made of copper, and sent an electric current through the outer ring, turning the and silver into magnet. The interaction of the two magnets in the inner cylinder spins without any pressure.
It acted as a merry-go-round. And you want to spin your gear around, and there's, a pole. There you go. So you grab the pole here, and you push it off the back. The merry-go-round goes around, and you wait until the pole comes, and then you grab it and push it again. So if you think of the pole as the electromagnet of the cylinder, and you are the magnet on the outside, and you're trying to grab. Because if you grab it here, you would be able to push. You got to grab it like that. So that's the way the AC motor works. No spark. He knows to saw the whole thing in an instant.
Tesla was a 26-year-old with an idea that continued to work. He went to work as an engineer for a branch of Thomas Edison Company in Paris, but decided his main chance lay in New York.
He had the design in his head, and he's actually made a prototype, which works. He's a huge admirer of Thomas Edison, and he feels if Edison is presented with better technology,
I'm just lagging way too fucking hard,
that's
dude.
something that he could develop in a company, presumably with the company here in New York.
In the spring of 1884, Nikola Tesla brought his invention to America to share with his hero, Thomas Edison.
This is late 19th century America and New York City. There's a tremendous sense of possibility, and it's an age of incredible invention and technological change. And he totally expects to be part of that.
Tesla walked confidently into Edison's office in Lower Manhattan.
Yeah, I don't like his new kit.
And flashed a letter.
His new, they changed his abilities. They never used to be like that.
Oh, really?
Can't remember, but they were hell a little better.
Hired him on the spot, but they were cut from two different molds.
Edison was a completely practical man and inventor. He wanted make things work and sell them. Tesla really just wanted to understand
Oh yeah, his ult was he would hit hella different fucking champs for like, or hit that same one hella different times, or 7 times. Like a 7-side hit.
Edison did a lot by trial and error. He was able to work well with things when he could see the cause and effect immediately. He wasn't nearly as well educated. He didn't even go to college.
Edison, as he gets to know Tesla, refers to him, and this is not particularly a compliment, as a poet of science.